Okay, reporting these 3 for hacking. They're reported. They're fucking reported. They're blatantly cheating.
We're gonna give him a shout out because he is streaming. The killer's reporting you guys for what?
What?
Cheating pieces of shit. She was literally invisible! She was invisible!
Today, we're going to be looking at a situation recently brought to my attention by a viewer. This viewer and their streamer friends were recently in a match against another streamer, and this streamer, we'll call him Gary for the rest of the video, was very new to Dead by Daylight. Because he's very new, he played the match very badly, which is natural. I'm sure all of us remember how we played our first time on this game. What wasn't natural, however, was that he proceeded to rage out and call all the survivors cheaters. Yes, even the ones streaming, and then reported all of them after the match and permabans them from his stream. Gary is also a Twitch partner, meaning he's got this little check mark besides his name. First impressions are very important, especially online, and the first impression he left on this community was, not the best. I hope you enjoyed this match full of screaming and terrible plays. Let's begin.
Huh, 2 of them are streamers.
So before the match begins, he knows that 2 of them are streamers, which is important just because usually when you accusate someone, they are not streaming them cheating, which obviously these streamers are not cheating, but it's interesting that he already processed that they're streamers and still continue to accuse them of being cheaters.
It's Blight! Oh my god!
Why couldn't I move? That was weird. I couldn't turn.
So as you can see, Gary is very new to Dead by Daylight. Like, this is his first stream ever. He did a stream after this on another day where he played this game again, but you can tell he doesn't know what's going on. Again, nothing too terrible right now, just a new player, right?
Got ya.
Damn, Gary. Gary kind of clean with it. I don't know if he meant to do that, but good for you, Gary.
We were.
Fucking pallet. It's like I'm stun locked.
Yeah, so he doesn't quite understand Blight's power. He is on RPD, so it is a rough map for Blight if you don't know what you're doing, but he just constantly is going to make these very beginner mistakes. He did play a couple matches before this. He played Onryo, I believe, but he didn't like her because she was bad, so he searched up who was the best killer, and then Blight popped up, so he started playing Blight, which is kind of ironic considering he's getting absolutely rolled this entire game.
It's impossible to rush through.
But yeah, Sword, or the Jill, he is the one who brought this certain situation to my attention in the first place through Discord. He was the main person that was juicing Gary pretty much the entire match. Played pretty well, and he got called a cheater because of it. So I honestly take that as a compliment. If someone calls me a cheater, that just means I'm popping off, but still not very cool for someone who's live, who's verified by Twitch, to be just slinging accusations. Accusations in all games are generally looked down upon on both sides. Like, even your own teammates will call you cringe if you just start throwing accusations out the window. As I'm sure many of you know through your own gameplay and playing other games, he is not having a best of time so far, so let's see where he snaps.
Fucking pallets. What? Okay, come on, dude. Are you... Jump over the fucking thing, you stupid! Oh my god.
He is, yeah, again, he's bad. He's very bad. Like, he just uses his power instead of swinging for whatever reason at weird spots, just bumping into stuff. He wants to vault over the window as Blight, because he's too used to playing Call of Duty or something. He's not used to the mechanics of this game, which normally I wouldn't make fun of. But again, he's a little whiny guy. Gary is a bit whiny, so I think it's okay to make fun of him for being bad. Because at the end of the day, the only reason he thinks they're cheating is because he's playing badly and they're outplaying him. So it is more of a him problem.
God! What the? How? What? Okay, this person's cheating.
Alright, and that's where it's solidified in his mind that this Jill or Sorty was cheating. I noticed from Sorty's gameplay, he really likes to do the classic Survivor thing of going to the pallet side, hiding his silhouette sideways, and then throwing down the pallet when the killer comes by. It's pretty common. I'm sure if you've played Killer, you've faced survivors who do that. And as frustrating as that is, it's not cheating. For that last clip, where you're like, oh, where the hell is Jill? You can see here, he's very obviously just right beside the pallet, just chilling, waiting, like he did for every other pallet. He's just doing this on every single pallet, but now Mr. Gary is convinced that he is indeed cheating. He is in a hacker lobby full of hackers.
She was invisible! She broke a pallet without even being able to see her. What the fuck? No, she fucking cheated.
Yeah, so he's just lost in his own mind. And again, it comes from inexperience of knowing how mechanics and how the game works. Because us who play the game a lot, we're like, oh, it's obviously the Jill's to the right there. She's not invisible. She's just beside the pallet and then throws down the pallet right when he comes across. But he's new. The being new thing isn't exactly an excuse when you also just start harassing the other people and reporting them and calling them, call him pieces of shit, which he does later, all that stuff, right? It doesn't really excuse the lack of his knowledge, just for the fact that he can do whatever he wants because he doesn't know what he's doing. You could be bad, but you can't just be bad and also think everyone's cheating because you're bad.
How are you doing? Were you our Miss Piggy that killed us in like 5 seconds a minute ago? No, the Blight is streaming. I love to watch him lose.
Yeah. Ow. Burn.
Oof. I don't know if he's gonna lose against us. We're not the sharpest crayons in the drawer.
Yeah, so the streamer, or one of the two streamers that was live during the time, this is her footage during the time she was live, of course. She's really wholesome, actually super wholesome. Their squad, or at least her, she admits she's not particularly very good at the game, which makes sense because who they're paired up against as killer is someone who's new to the game, so it makes sense if you don't get matched up as a killer with a super, scary 20,000 hours survivor squad on their first game, right? So it makes sense. She wanted to keep her identity secret for personal reasons. That's perfectly fine with me, so that's why she is blurred, but she is a very wholesome streamer from what I can tell, which is very unfortunate that her interaction with this streamer is quite unfortunate.
What the? Why can't I attack on the initial rush? What's the fucking point?
You can tell he's just one of those complainers, and no matter what he plays, blames the mechanics, blames his team, blames everything else. I hate those people. Thank God there's no comms on this game, or he wasn't playing Survivor, because I can only imagine the complaining that would happen in that case. But again, he's just really bad, just super new to the game, doesn't know what the hell is going on. That's pretty much the theme of this entire match. Mad cause bad, right? He tried to kick this completed gen that they completed in front of him. The classic newbie mistakes. Love to see it, man. Love to see it.
Yeah, this one person's blatantly cheating. Just absolutely cheating.
Yeah, it's blatant. We can all see it. Right, you guys? You can 100% see it.
Oh my god, these stupid obstacles! This is the worst fucking map for this character.
I mean, he's at least aware enough to know that this isn't a particularly good Blight map. Again, he was playing something simpler on Rio, but he was mad because he wasn't getting a lot of kills. He was losing all his games, so he picked something harder. Better, but harder. So, kind of just did it to himself.
Oh my god!
Oh, mouse!
Run away, run away, run away. We will, we will, we will, we
We will,
will.
we will, we will. Ah, mouse!
We will, we will, we will, we will, we will.
Yeah, so the streamer squad is just having, you know, an absolute just fun time, just having fun. You can tell it's just very casual squad, right? They're all just bickering, having fun as friends. And then you got Gary, who's just raging the hell out about everything. Why doesn't this work? What the hell? This is stupid. These guys are hackers. Honestly, kind of shocking just going between each of the two vibes of each stream. And sadly, it's Gary is a lot more successful as a streamer, at least, in terms of numbers than the super positive streamers.
What? See what I mean? What the? What? Got you, fucker.
Yeah, so I was just showing that from his perspective. Really likes to just eat pallets. He does not like to M1 and use his power instead.
What the? Why do I stop moving?
Yeah, so Gary lost the match. He got ran by the no mither Jill player the entire match. As funny as that is, you know, it's kind of sad at the same time. He's just still complaining, and he's got some things to say, perhaps in endgame Chen. We will see.
Are we gonna win one finally?
He's fun though.
I'm
He's
saying
fun
sis.
though.
You must defeat this menace. I'll do it for you.
Yeah, so the streamers have just been losing and losing. They're obviously not cheating. I mean, that's just without a shadow of a doubt. I checked their VODs or whatever. They were just losing every single game because they're messing around. It's like a fun squad, right? Obviously not cheating. Gary's in his own world. I've checked some of his other VODs, and he accuses other people of cheating a lot as well. His chat seems accustomed to it.
Okay, reporting these 3 for hacking. I'm reporting these fucking 3 for cheating. They're reported. They're fucking reported. They're blatantly cheating. They're so blatantly cheating. Oh my fucking god, these fuckers were cheating.
Like, I don't know. When I first started the game, right, and there were certain mechanics I didn't understand, because Dead by Daylight is quite a unique game in terms of gameplay. There's no shooting, for the most part. It's about looping and all this weird mechanics that you don't really convert from other games. So when I would be hit with a certain tech, or when something that I thought would work wouldn't work, I wouldn't immediately, like most normal people don't immediately jump on the train of, oh, the other team is cheating, that's why it's not working, you know? I feel like he's also blaming the fact that he can't bump because he's not using bump logic properly on this killer, as like the cheaters are making his killer do that. Like, they broke my character, right? A very weird mindset. Usually for new players, they just want to get better and improve. They don't just immediately accuse other side for cheating when they don't even know what the hell's going on in the first place. Let's see how the endgame chat looks like.
Can I
Oh.
have his name?
Yeah, hang on. We're gonna give him a shout out because he is streaming. You guys played great. Thank you so much. Is that his Twitch name?
Super wholesome streamer squad is just like, oh, this guy's streaming, we're gonna give him a shout out. Little do they know, this man's actively reporting them right now into behavior. It's so sad. It could have been like some salty Survivor Squad streamers that were like super toxic or something, and then this wouldn't hurt as much. It'd be like, oh, it's two dickheads dicking it out, whatever, you know, being mean. But the streamer squad is so nice. Gary is so mean to them for no reason. Like, he can literally just go into their VOD and look at it and be like, oh, these people aren't cheating. But he doesn't do that. He's just like, screw you, reported, and flips them off. So he reports Jill for cheating, went invisible several times, which I don't even think is a cheat in this game. I know teleportation is a cheat, so you can teleport to a pallet, get a save, or whatever. That's what cheaters do. Going invisible and running around the map, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not part of the cheater community, but I don't even think that's a cheat in this game. You just got outplayed, and there's the report to Sortie. So he reports full on as well. He doesn't report the 2 streamers, but he says that 3 of them are cheating, which is interesting. So I'm curious to think which of the 2 streamers he thinks are cheating. There's the Dwight that was streaming with the funny hat, and then there was Nancy who was streaming, which we were watching the POV from. So I'm curious which one of them was cheating, at least in his head, right?
The killer's reporting you guys for what?
Said what?
We're
Hacking?
literally the
Where did
worst
it go?
group in Dead by Daylight history.
That is so fucking pathetic.
Fallon just hit Erie from this match. What in the world? We are the worst players in history, and I say that with all the love.
Yeah, so they're taken aback because, you know, good old Gary is just typing up a storm in endgame chat about you dirty cheaters, you disgusting human beings. How dare you cheat against me? The mood goes. I still feel bad, man. The mood was so up for the streamer squad. They're having a good time, like, oh, we'll shout this guy out. And then he just starts typing, and people from his chat come into her channel like, oh, he's reporting you for cheating, by the way. And the mood just suddenly just dips. Like everyone just quiet and in shock. They're like, what did we do? What the hell did we do to deserve a report? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, we're super chill over here. We suck at this game. I suck at this game.
He's reporting me.
Aw, I was trying to be nice. Like, why though? It's just a game, bud.
Yeah, so she brings up a good point. It's just a game. Like, obviously, these people do not take it seriously at all. Like, even their one-time winning, they're not gloating at the end gate or whatever. People like this, you can't reason with them. We've covered similar people like Boogie. Boogie, I would say, is worse just because he's played the game so much more, and he's still just in his own world calling everyone cheaters. Joe was like that as well, but Joe is old. He's an old man, so that kind of excuses it. I've never seen someone who's really new to a game just start throwing accusations like this, like hackusations, whatever, right? It's very odd.
Hacking pieces of shit. That map made Blight so fucking impossible to play. Didn't help that those cunts were cheating. Like, several times, I bump into an obstacle, and I'm sitting there just shuddering in place, unable to move. No doubt they were using a cheat. No fucking possible doubt.
So he did, yeah. He actually thinks they took control of his character and made it so, like, he couldn't use his abilities. I'm stuttering in place. They must have mind controlled my killer to not do anything. Like, I imagine for these types of streamers, the main draw of people watching them is for this kind of reaction to when they play games, especially a variety streamer like this person who plays an array of different games. I'm sure this is like a long, at least it seems like from his chat, they're used to him just randomly saying, this person's cheating, and just following along with it, because it is entertaining. I'm not going to deny that when someone is blatantly just wrong and being an idiot, but still raging. There is entertainment there, so you can see why people follow him for that, just being an idiot. At the same time, I don't think bringing that kind of energy, especially on like one of your very first games in a game, to other like well-established other creators is healthy at all, especially for the community as a whole.
I bet those are fucking piece of shit streamers that all they do is use cheats to make them look good for their fans. Pathetic fucking cunts.
Well, I don't deny that the hatred of cheating creators. Yes, I'm not going to deny him that. He is directing the hatred at the completely wrong group, the opposite group. These are the most wholesome people I've ever seen on a streaming platform, but at least he has a hatred for cheaters, which is something. At least he's not a cheater sympathizer like some other people we've talked about before. Still doesn't excuse his behavior at all.
His face, he's jacked. Not only that, but he wears the freshest clothes, eats at the chillest restaurants, and hangs with the hottest dudes. Y'all are pathetic. Okay, I mean, you know, that's pretty cool, but bye. We don't do that toxicity in my chat, so goodbye.
Yeah, so someone from Mr. Gary's chat comes in, starts, whether it's a joke or not, reading the room is quite important. Obviously, when someone gets suddenly accused by a verified streamer, by the way, the check mark is like pretty much the equivalent of having 100K on YouTube, right? You're verified by the site as a reputable figurehead of their platform. So when they get a ton of viewers from this person who's verified and someone's like calls them trash or whatever, and that their streamer that they watch was way better, I don't blame them for banning them. That kind of negative attitude, even if it is a joke, is just learn to read the room a little bit. Everyone else from Gary's stream who went into their stream was very supportive. Even in Gary's chat, they were trying to convince Mr. Gary that they weren't cheating at all, that they were wholesome, but he was like, no, they were cheating, no.
They can fucking drown for all I care. That's what I say to them. Cheating pieces of shit. I don't care. They fucking cheated. They deserve whatever they get. They fucking cheated.
Yeah, but you told them, Gary. Nice, Gary. Yeah. Well done, Gary. You really showed them what's up. You told them to drown themselves and gave them the finger. All right. Yeah. So his chat's trying to convince them they're not cheating. They're live. They're not cheating. He's adamant. He's adamant on his thoughts.
No, I mean, it's not gonna harsh my vibe at all, but if he's
No.
gonna send his chat over here, like, sweetie,
What sort of go?
like, maybe you need to play a different game.
They cheated. She was literally invisible. I walked through a pallet and it crashed down behind me. She was invisible because I didn't see her. The only way she could put down a pallet behind me to stun me with it is if she was invisible also standing behind it, because she clearly wasn't in front of it.
So I have the footage of what was Sword's POV for that, because that seems to really have set him off on actually invisible and cheating. This is what it looked like. Yeah, obviously not cheating. That's just a well-known mechanic in this game. He's literally fighting his own chat. It's kind of crazy, though. He's fighting his own chat, trying to convince them that the people he just faced were cheating.
And it was a pallet that was in a hallway. There was nowhere to be except invisible. She fucking cheated. The only place she could have been is invisible.
So yeah, that was Gary. His little crash out before he'd ever played this game again. Maybe he plays the game again. I don't know. I'm not gonna check up on him. Again, it was not something super serious, but it's one of those things. It wasn't mainly what he was doing or saying. It was the fact that he was saying it to people that were obviously so wholesome. When I stream and I'm facing a streamer and I'm told like, hey, this person that you're facing a streamer or whatever, my first thought isn't, hey, I'm gonna give them a shout out at the end of the match. That's like, it's so wholesome. That's so nice. But these people the streamer's just like, oh, we'll just do that. Yeah. And then they have to deal with Gary, of all people. Thankfully, his chat was a little bit more understanding, apart from a couple people that were banned. The streamers, the cheating streamers, oh my god, that faced Gary were all permabanned from his chat. Because they were like, hey, what's up? Why are you calling us cheaters? And he's just like, permaban. But yeah, Gary's a character. He is a real character. He seems to go around to games like a plague, a locust block or whatever. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. It's more of a fun thing. I do feel bad for the streamers. I would promote them, be like, hey, follow these people, but she just wants to keep this behind her or whatever and not bring it up. So if you have any other troublesome interactions with streamers like this one that Sword had and the streamers had, please let me know with my business email. That is linked below in the description. I'm more than happy to cover some things, shed some light on some certain situations that happen, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace out, you guys.